Argentina's Fernando Pumita Martinez is the kind of fighter who can turn your lights out if you blink at the wrong time.
Oh, he's been badly hurt. Ref. He's going down. Oh, it's all over.
He doesn't give up, no matter what round he's in. Every punch he throws carries bad intentions, and he doesn't stop until his opponent breaks. The undefeated WBA super flyweight champion is the dark horse in a division full of lions, but that's exactly what makes him so dangerous. Martinez isn't here to take part, he's here to take over. And in order to do so, he needs to beat one of boxing's best pound-for-pound phenoms by the name of Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
I know Puma is training like never before because this is the biggest fight of his career.
The question is, does he have what it takes to achieve it?
Could you please just look into the camera and give Bam a message for Saturday?
Te voy a matar.
Bam, I'm gonna kill you.
Born on July 18, 1991 in Buenos Aires, Argentina, Fernando Daniel Martinez grew up in the humble barrio of La Boca, living with his parents and 11 siblings in a crowded apartment complex. A former amateur boxer who transitioned to driving a taxi, his father remained a massive boxing fan and was the primary catalyst in pushing Fernando toward the sport. As a child, Martinez was fascinated by Mike Tyson, as he regularly watched his fights with his dad and dreamed of one day becoming a world champion himself. At 11, he finally began formal training and quickly showed natural talent as he balanced his studies with long hours at the gym. His hard work eventually paid off when he represented Argentina at the 2016 Summer Olympics in the flyweight category, but he couldn't make it past the first fight, losing against Daniel Azanov from Bulgaria. That Olympic loss hit Martinez hard, but it also fueled his hunger to prove himself in the professional ranks. He promised that his next chapter of his boxing journey would be different, and that he'd climb all the way to the top, no matter how long it took. Martinez made his professional debut in 2017 against Juan Ignacio Aran,
Fernando Martinez al ring.
who came out guns blazing with wild looping punches. But it didn't take long for Martinez to mount a comeback. Soon, Martinez's pace and power started to overwhelm Aran.
Está en pelea. Recibe ahora el uppercut de derecha y el cross zurdo de Martinez. Conmovió al marplatense. Otro uppercut. No está bien, mis amigos.
At the end of the third round, the punishment had piled up so badly that Aran couldn't take anymore. It was the perfect introduction to the pro scene for Martinez, but the best was yet to come.
Fernando Daniel Martinez!
After beating Aran, Martinez bagged 2 more wins to fight for the vacant Argentine super flyweight title against Fabian Claro, where he walked him down, hammering him with nasty body shots. Claro responded with combinations of his own, but Martinez kept punishing the body. Then Martinez connected a string of punishing rights and lefts that sent Claro to the canvas, and that was enough for Claro to call it a night. Martinez continued to knock people out left, right, and center, and by 2019, he had a 10-0 record. With that, he'd earn a WBC Silver Super Flyweight title fight. It was Martinez's first test outside Argentina, and it came in South Africa against hometown hero Athankosi Dumazweni in December of 2019. The local crowd was naturally hostile, but that didn't rattle Martinez one bit. From the opening bell, he fought with that familiar style of bobbing, weaving, and firing off punishing combinations.
Box!
That made it hard for Dumezweni to get comfortable. Dumezweni was struggling already, and things went from bad to worse when he met the canvas midway through round 1.
Stop, 1, 2, 3.
Despite that, Dumezweni tried to keep Martinez at bay with his jab and movement, but the Argentine kept chopping away to get the finish.
And it's all Martinez. In this junior bantamweight fight, could this fight be over in the first round?
Dumezweni somehow managed to survive the onslaught and regroup in the second. With Martinez expending a lot of energy looking for the finish, Dumezweni did better in rounds 2 and 3.
It's coming rushing that onto Artengos Dumezweni. Another hand that Dumezweni that is trying to.
By the middle rounds, Martinez's footwork began to slow, and his face started to show the damage.
Cut before he slipped.
Yeah.
Could possibly have been a knockdown.
While the South African was making his way back into the fight, Martinez's pressure was relentless. The fight was pretty even now, with Martinez donning a busted face, but still fighting with the hunger needed to become a champion. Dumezweni didn't come to surrender, he came to fight. Just when it looked like Dumezweni was making a grand comeback, Martinez floored him again with a big right hand. Once the ref gave Dumezweni the count, he immediately penalized Martinez with a point deduction for hitting Dumezweni when down.
Because I can tell you what, Atenkosi Dumezweni now will be behind on points.
One point deduction.
Wow, what is the referee just done?
One deduction. Okay.
He's taken a point away.
Once the round began, Martinez pounced on Dumezweni like a puma. He managed to survive the onslaught, but then Martinez finished him with a TKO in the 11th round.
Face.
Oh, he's been badly hurt now.
Ref.
He's going down. Oh, it's all over. It's all over. Fernando has won. Fernando Martinez has won by 12th round knockout.
With that win, Martinez not only captured the WBC silver title, but also announced himself as a serious player at 115 pounds. And his tests got harder on paper as well as in the ring. Martinez's next fight took place against Gonzalo Garcia Duran in August 2021 in Dubai, and it was the perfect launching pad for bigger fights. True to his style, Martinez carried forward his usual high pressure and pace style. Martinez didn't allow Garcia Duran to settle at all as he worked the head and body. Duran managed to show up and throw back, but the Argentine's pace, accuracy, and forward motion made the difference.
Duran do his best to try and come back, and it's Martinez with another good shot downstairs, then comes upstairs.
By the 4th round, Martinez was well in the driver's seat, and with him landing shots left, right, and center, the referee stepped in to stop the contest. The victory not only added another knockout to Martinez's expanding record, but also solidified his climb in the super flyweight ranks. More importantly, it earned him his first major title opportunity, and from this point forward, everything was about to step up to a whole new level. With 13 wins under his belt, Martinez battled long-reigning IBF super flyweight champion Jerwin Ancajas in a thrilling 12-round battle. It was Martinez's toughest career fight up until that point, as Ancajas had only lost once in 36 fights and had successfully defended his title 10 times. However, that did not intimidate Martinez one bit. From the opening bell, Martinez made one thing clear. He wasn't there to pay homage. He was there to dethrone.
On to the second round. This one's scheduled for 12.
He marched forward, throwing heavy punches with bad intentions.
There's a left hook to the body by Martinez.
By the third and fourth rounds, both men were trading viciously to the head and body.
There's a right hook to the body. He's getting driven back here by Martinez. There's a right upstairs. Martinez hustling here, but back comes Encajas. There's a left hook connecting on Encajas, followed by a right.
Then an accidental clash of heads opened a cut on Encajas' left eye.
Jack Reese believes it was. Let's see what the call is. I'm listening.
It's a miss. Okay, you got it.
Okay, so the commission has now confirmed that it is not caused from a punch. It is from a headbutt.
Despite the headbutt, Martinez showed no mercy and kept hammering away with heavy shots. Encajas retaliated with body hooks, but he couldn't keep the Argentine off him for long. Midway through the fight, Martinez had taken complete control of the fight.
We are on to the second half of the fight. Total punches landed, thrown through 6. Encajas, 94 of 419 for a 22% connect percentage. Martinez, the challenger, 168 of 465 for a 36% connect percentage. So it is Martinez who is landing more and throwing more and has the higher connect percentage compared to that of Encajas.
And his domination continued until late rounds.
49 of 102 for a 48% connect percentage, so he's landing nearly 50% of his punches. Big right hand connecting.
In the championship rounds, Martinez continued to walk through every counter, landing clean shots to the head and body, while Encajas fought purely on heart. By the final bell, Martinez had outworked and outlanded the defending champion in almost every round. The end result was a dominant decision win, with a crazy total of 427 punches landed out of 1,046 thrown. It was Encajas' first defeat in nearly a decade, and naturally he wasn't about to let it slide. He immediately invoked his rematch clause because he wanted to prove that the loss was just a bad night.
If you have the opportunity to give this rematch, will you do it? Yes, I'll do it, but I'll do everything next time to achieve my goal.
This time, the Filipino warrior was coming to hunt. Could Martinez handle the former champ's fire? From the opening bell, Martinez came forward non-stop, throwing punches in bunches while Jerwin Encajas tried to keep him off with movement and counters. Martinez didn't give him much room to breathe, crowding him and letting his hands go. Martinez's constant forward march made it hard for Encajas to build momentum.
Inflamado el pómulo, va de poder a gol. Manos el Puma para activar a los centralcates nuevamente. Vamos con todo.
As the rounds went by, the Argentine dominated by pushing Encajas back, landing heavy rights and left hooks to the head and body. Midway through the fight, Martinez's work rate was wearing Encajas down fast.
Ocasiones de nuevo. Van de poder a gol. Ya son Argentina. Se le vio.
El Puma Martínez en el centro del ring, listo para continuar.
Combinaciones salvajes.
Encajas showed courage in his comeback, but the gap in speed and strength was undeniable. Martinez's shots started snapping Encajas' head back more frequently. Even when the Filipino landed something solid, the champion barely blinked. Round after round, Martinez just kept pressing, throwing with bad intentions until the final bell. After 12 rounds, Martinez was declared the winner by a dominant unanimous decision. Martinez's next fight was a title unification bout against WBA super flyweight title holder Kazuto Ioka, who almost had the Argentine over the course of 2 fights and 24 rounds. Both fights took place in Ioka's home country of Japan, with the two throwing hands for the first time in July of 2024 in an absolute barn burner. In round 1, when Martinez came out swinging like a man on a mission. Within seconds, the Japanese veteran found himself under heavy fire, his head snapping back from clean power shots as Martinez looked determined to end things early. That set the tone for the first few rounds, which saw constant pressure and Ioka fighting just to stay in the fight. Ioka managed to weather the early storm and make a comeback in the middle portion of the fight. Martinez's furious pace slowed, and Ioka started digging to the body with punches that slowly chipped away at the Argentine's energy. For a while, it seemed like the comeback was on, and the Tokyo crowd could sense it. Martinez was landing less than Ioka, but his shots had more impact. In the championship rounds, Martinez mixed in aggression with smart boxing to reclaim control. Ioka lost his rhythm just when he needed it most. After 12 rounds of war, Martinez secured the decision win and took home Ioka's WBA belt to go along with his IBF title.
Fernando Martinez 3対0の判定。井岡一翔を下して WBA IBF スーパーフライ級の統一チャンピオンになりました。井岡一翔も戦ったんですが、4ポイント差が1社、6ポイント差が1社。
In October 2024, Martinez vacated his IBF title instead of facing mandatory challenger Wilibaldo Garcia because his focus was a WBA super flyweight title rematch with Kazuto Ioka in Tokyo. Originally set just before Christmas 2024, the fight was canceled last minute when Martinez fell ill, but in May of 2025, both men were ready to settle unfinished business. With so much on the line in the rematch, the early rounds were naturally intense as both men wanted to draw first blood. Martinez pressed forward, throwing heavy shots, while Ioka fired back with slick counter left hooks. In the third, Martinez's reckless aggression cost him dearly when Ioka stunned him with a massive right hand. But the Argentine refused to back down and continued his hunt. The middle rounds were a barn burner as Ioka worked the body. Both men refused to take a breather. They were ready to die in the ring. Martinez was cruising with big shots and relentless volume, but that control wouldn't last long because Ioka was about to flip the script. In round 10, Ioka dropped Martinez with a brutal series of hard shots. This was the first time Martinez had been knocked down in his career, but it was now a test of his grit. Martinez was hurt, but he still managed to storm back, trading bombs until the very end of the round. Even in the championship rounds, Martinez refused to take a step back. He kept trading punches instead of playing it safe or coasting to a decision. After 12 thrilling rounds, the judges sided with Martinez because despite the knockdown, he had landed the better shots throughout.
And still
champion of the world.
At 18-0, WBA super flyweight champion Fernando El Pumita Martinez has proven time and again that he's as good of a taker as he is a giver. He can hand out punishment and absorb it just the same, and he is built like a tank that's always ready to launch bombs. But his next challenge is on a whole different level compared to anyone he's faced before.
I'm surrounded by greatness, so how can I not become great myself?
It's WBO and WBC title holder Jesse Bam Rodriguez, one of the best young fighters in the sport today. Does Fernando Martinez have what it takes to beat Bam Rodriguez and put Argentina on the boxing world map in a massive way? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.